about foreign interference as well as Chatham House appearances. Doesn't just conflict each other? The idea that the president just a few days ago rather, has warned foreign missions against interference in Nigerian elections, and the president, as Nigerians head to the poll next month, President Muhammadu Buhari has again warned foreign diplomats in the country against meddling in the nation's politics. The president gave the warning while receiving letters of credence from ambassadors of Switzerland, Sweden, Republic of Ireland, the Kingdom of Thailand, the Republic of Senegal, and the Republic of South Sudan at the State House in Abuja. Now, after the president had warned against foreign interference, the Nigerian candidates are saying they're not the ones who go to the foreign countries to speak about their plans for Nigeria and what they intend to do. And the question is there a polling unit in the UK? Is there a polling unit in the US? Is there anything like that? They say they're speaking to Nigerians in diaspora. And if you do a quick search on the internet and try to find out other countries that have their presidential candidates go to Chatham House, you'll be surprised. And that leaves me asking, because there's no one, there's hardly any you would see. I mean, you'd hardly see a US presidential candidate or candidates for maybe Brazil or somewhere going to the Chatham House or going to the UK or even the US to tell his countrymen in that country what he intends to do for them, when in a country like Nigeria, those in diaspora cannot even vote. Those who live outside the country cannot vote. So rather than speak to those people, why not speak to Nigerians at home? This has been a question, because as it is, it seems like the question would be, is Nigeria really an independent sovereign nation if we still have to have our presidential candidates jet out of the country, go there and speak to Nigerians and speak to the world and tell the world, as they say, they're speaking to the world and telling the world their plans for Nigeria? Who needs to hear those plans? Are they not Nigerians? Is it Nigerians at home who can vote for you, who can actually go to the polls on election day to vote for you? Shouldn't you be speaking directly to the 133 million Nigerians who live in one level of poverty or another? Shouldn't those people be your primary concern? And the question also is, again, is Nigeria truly independent? When we say we don't want foreign missions, we don't want foreigners interfering with our elections, but then we are the ones who go out to have chats with them. And Nigerians somehow, we find a way to celebrate these people and say, oh, it was a Chatham House. Our candidate was a Chatham House. He was, he made promises. He spoke to the world. As if those promises would change anything, as if those things that he said there would change anything. Now, just in case some of you may have forgotten, the current president, was at Chatham House in 2015, just a few weeks to the election, and he said a lot of things, made promises and all. I'll just let you listen to those things. Listen to what he said, and then when we come back, we'll be listening to all the candidates, who have gone there to also say what they're going to do for Nigeria, and we'll see, juxtapose that and say, oh, the things that President Buhari had promised in 2015 to do, did the Chatham House in any way make him do it? Did they make him do this, fulfill those promises to Nigerians, or did it not? We'll find out. Listen.
If I am elected president, the world will have no cause to worry about Nigeria, as it has so recently. That Nigeria will return to its stabilizing role in West Africa.
To those still in doubt, what you just heard of what the
Now, this was President Buhari there, saying that Nigeria and Nigerians would no longer have to worry about any of those things, any of the insecurity, all those things that Nigeria was dealing with at the time. And this was a TVC report on, the president's visit to Chatham House in 2015. I'll let you listen to some more of it, so that you can make your judgment and tell me what you think.
Presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC) has in store for Nigerians if elected to office. Muhammadu Buhari spoke at the Chatham House in London on the role of democracy in Africa, and citing examples of various countries with transitional government, he noted that democracy is not an end in itself, but the beginning of a process.
Between 2000 and 2002, ruling parties in 4 African countries, Senegal, Mauritius, Ghana, and Mali, peacefully handed over power to victorious opposition parties. In addition, the proportion of African countries categorized as not free by Freedom House declined from 59% in 1983 to 35% in 2003. Without doubt, Africa has been part of the current global wave of democratization.
On the essence of electoral practice, the retired general noted that it is not enough to hold elections, but it is important that democracy deliver on freedom of expression, security of lives and property, as well as shared prosperity, among others.
Permit me to close this discussion on a personal note. I have heard and read references to me as a former dictator in many respected British newspapers, including the world-regarded Economist. Let me say, without sounding defensive, that dictatorship goes with military rule, though some might be less dictatorial than others. I take responsibility for whatever happened under my watch. I cannot.
Well, that was President Buhari there, and speaking on insecurity and all, and he was how he's going to deal with insecurity, and Nigerians applauded that at the time. We also have seen of late the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress at the same Chatham House speaking and making promises to Nigerians. We've seen the Labour Party candidate just yesterday appear at Chatham House also making promises and speaking on things that he would do. Would listen to that as well and see if any of those things would actually change.
Plan for a better Nigeria as adopted by my political party. The present administration has invested heavily in agriculture, providing loans and expanding the country's total area of cultivated land. We will build on it, but our focus will be on using technology and expertise to accelerate growth and development by providing the critical infrastructure necessary to achieve the commodity transformation in the agricultural value chain. Roads, rail, access to ports, the storage and infrastructure are what we require to radically transform the agricultural sector and increase its value to the nation. Provided this be the area of our focus so that the full potential of our agro-economy can be achieved and we can reap the benefits in jobs, improved economy, opportunities, and increased prosperity. Fixing the perennial redo of energy supply is another priority. There is no version of the world where Nigerians' ambition for self can be achieved without solving the problem of how to provide energy to homes and businesses across the country. It is time to recognize that the centralized approach to energy policy infrastructure is not an optimal arrangement, and it is unlikely to improve by mere tinkering around the sides. The federal government, as regulator, an operator, and the price fixer, is a broken model.
Right, candidates of the All Progressives Congress there, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu at Chatham House, also speaking on his policies and how, on policies he intends to implement when he takes, if eventually wins the election in 2023 or in a few days' time. My question again: does appearing at Chatham House guarantee that these candidates will fulfill their promises to Nigerians? Would it guarantee that these candidates would actually say what they mean or actually do what they have said when they win elections? Peter Obi was also at Chatham House yesterday. I'll just play you a bit of what he said.
We can't disappoint these youths. We must build a new Nigeria. And we'll deal with that. Investors will come back. Those who left, even the young people who are today living, they'll come back. We want to bring them back. Nigerians are prepared to come back if they can find that they have a country to go back to. This green passport, people must be proud to use it.
Right. My question: is Nigeria truly a sovereign nation, or are we still a colony of the United Kingdom? Join the conversation 09073530044 and 09087668888. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, EaglesFM.
Good morning, Okwi. Good to have you.
You even know my voice. God bless you. God bless you.
I'm glad you're here, Okwi.
The Britain, they are our colonial master. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
Although they have given us independence, but in terms of certain things, that Chatham House is where that you are able to govern Nigeria. They did it in 2015 with President Muhammadu Buhari went there. But his own did not show any listen. Now, I can call you that he went to Chatham House 2015 is a failure now. Everyone has seen it. But in terms of what happened yesterday, Peter Obi, do you see how they are throwing questions to you? And he answer, capable to answer. It's not somebody like people who go with the air to find somebody of them to answer questions for you. See, they throw questions to you and he answer it clearly. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
He answer it clearly. He didn't carry air to find or the other person who answer questions to you. And he said that he keeps so amount. He said he keep money in Fidelity Bank, he keep in Diamond Bank, and keep an Access Bank, and he prove it. Can people tell us where you keep Lagos State money? You see? So Nigeria still have hope, and he said that our green ones and green passport will still be relevant. And I agree with you, and I agree with him, and I agree, and I hope that this country will work again through Peter Obi. Nigeria follow who no road. Follow Labour Party and the Peter Obi who no road. Thank you. Have a nice celebration. God bless you.
Thank you, Okwi, for calling in. Now, some of the things have been playing up in the polity in the last 24 hours or 48 hours. We've seen allegations coming up against the PDP, the presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party. A supposed former aide put out an audio, clip that says, the former vice president had incorporated SPVs, special purpose vehicles, which are companies set up as a cover to, for corruption, to evade corruption investigations. So according to him, the former vice president had requested that his principal, Olusegun Obasanjo at the time, who was president, gave him certain people, names, and people that he trusted, so they could set up these companies in their names, and they would be directors and all of that in those companies. So when monies are sent to those companies would act as consultants. So when contracts are awarded, they act as consultants who take a fee, and whatever fees those companies are paid are later somehow, go around to those who actually own these companies, or those who actually set up these companies for that purpose. Now, the APC has written petitions to say, look, disqualify the APC candidate, the PDP candidate rather. They're saying, look, the man is unfit to be president. He has this and this and this corruption cases. He's been able to evade, the EFCC and ICPC over the years. And if his former aide is speaking like this and putting out all of these evidences against him, then he needs to be disqualified. He needs to be sent packing, from the race. The PDP has responded to that and refuted that and said, look, that guy was not even formally employed. He was not any aide, as according to Dino Melaye, a spokesperson for the PDP presidential campaign, saying, look, that guy was never really a spokesperson. Would hope to see how we can get Michael Achimogwu, who is making all these claims in the polity and putting out all of these things against the person of Atiku and his candidacy. He's saying, look, Atiku's children Atiku has about 31 children, and they all want him to be president so that they can be multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires, because they're looking at their father and saying they want to be like, even more like him, more than him, and acquire more wealth and all that stuff. Several things he put out on social media. And questions people are asking is why now? Why didn't he put this out in 2019? Why didn't he put this out in 2015? If he was truly about Nigeria, if he's doing this in the interest of Nigeria and Nigerians, then he should have done it a long time ago, not wait until now. I'll bring in a scholar. Hello, good morning.
Iheanacho?
Yes.
Please, man, I'll call it back. Please, issue of Tinubu and Atiku, that's the PDP and APC throwing bro each other. It's a truth. It's the issue of this corruption, and P2B is the former member of PDP. He found out that there's corruption in that party. He left. That's why he left the party and joined a new brand party.
Are you sure?
Party.
Are you sure he didn't leave because he knew the party would not give him the ticket?
So
was that not why he left? Did he? Are you sure he didn't leave? Are you sure he didn't leave? Listen to me, okay.
Element of truth there. He found out that there's corruption. That's why he left.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You don't want to be part of corruption.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Okwi. People will believe what they want. But then, didn't Peter Obi leave because he saw that the PDP wasn't going to give him the ticket? If the PDP had micro-zoned to the southeast, would Peter Obi have left the PDP? I'm not so sure now, because that didn't happen. But so, also, there's a group, the Nigeria Rescue Movement or so, that is suing the presidential candidates of the Labour Party and saying he has dual citizenship, and so he should also withdraw from the race. He was disqualified as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Iheanacho is my name.
Iheanacho, good to have you.
I beg men and women that my brother Achimogwu, they are petition writer. Where we are with Benue State, where we are with them. Do you know, say within 3 months, Igala people, my people, they wrote 85% petition against of themselves, against of the Doma people and the TV people. 85 petition. I want anybody. I love history. That's why all these small boys they criticize me. Say I told the talk history. Let them go and find out and see. 85 petition within 3 months against of we Igala, against of Idoma, against of TV during the Benue, where we are Benue. That will make Idoma people and the TV people were so bitter against of Igala people. When we are waiting Kwara State, the same thing. Some of us we are petition writers, and they will talk anyhow. We don't want anything good for ourselves. You don't know the meaning of Achimogwu? Achimogwu in the Igala land. Make you read the bad one, the wicked one. That's the name of that man. Go to outside language and see Achimogwu. So that man is very wicked person. All right, if he have all this, why not bring it down? I'm not a politician. I'm not a PDP or APC or this and this. I just have only of my people try to destroy Nigeria. Why not bring it out? Now you go bring it out. That's what they do in Kwara State. They push us away, and then we go to Benue State. They go do Benue. They push us away before we get our own. State.
Elder Noja, this is politics we're talking about here. I don't know.
We're not. I'm talking to here as an elder.
Yes.
Not politics. I'm not a politician. That thing can never. It's our own character. I'm admitting it. This is what we do with Benue people. This is what we do with Kwara State. We get our own state now. How many positions are right against Abubakar? How many of them are against this governor now? Petition writer, destroy state and destroy this and this. Why are you coming now to petition against people? Where you know the election down here? Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elder Noja, for calling. Elder Noja there, always taking us to class in history. Anyway, good one. 09073530044 and 09087668888. These are the numbers to call to be a part of this conversation this morning. Seems like no candidates is being left out in the roast as we draw closer and closer to the election. The times things will begin to emerge and unfold, and it's going to be more interesting. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, but I greet you.
Good morning, Sunday the Prince.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, but you know, one person wake up in the morning. Even if you wake up 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and be
Are you awake now?
So anybody they ask why now? Why during politics, during campaign and politics, so many things come up. And you know, Nigerians are going digital every day. People are digging and finding factors in an individual. That's why when you want to go into politics, you need to make sure that everything about you, right from your primary schools at schools level, up to secondary, up to university, are authentic. You don't forge names. You don't get double names. Look at what disqualified the candidate of the governor deputy of Bayelsa State because of double names. He bring a lot of names. So anything that would dent your image, as long as you're contesting for politics, you need to make sure that you clear those things so that you don't really play against you.
Okay.
Adding people who doesn't have a clean sheet, people would have bring down so many facts against him, and you to dent his image. Even when I try to cook one story, people never buy it. So many criticisms comes up with different stories there and there. It never sell. So many guys will still come as long as you know that your hands are clean. It might not even sell. You understand? We give Atiku maximum support in 2019 so that he will wrestle for a PC-led administration. You understand? Because we believe at that point in time, have no option. It's only him that will believe he can do that. And believing based on what he promised that when he do 4 tenors, one single tenor he will hand over back to the people of South. So first, as long as Buhari has taken 4 years, let Atiku complete the remaining 4 years so that the 8 years of the North will balance. But as long as he could not do it in 2019, I was even expecting that 2023 he would just lie low and support somebody. Let me call it out.
All right, thank you very much, Sunday the Prince. Let's squeeze in another caller. Do we have the time? Hello, good morning. Hello, Abdullahi Mekano. Good morning to you. All right, we'll be talking more. The conversation continues here. Keep those numbers close. You're going to need them to share your thoughts with us on the, the controversies we're seeing. Go into the Chatham House, go into the UK and the US and all to talk to, those people there. Is it really what we need at the moment? Is it going to change what the polls would say? What effect would it have on our election? Or do we just go there because we have to be subservient to our, as the quote unquote, colonial masters? Are we still living by that after running as an independent country for over 60 years? Do we still have to go bow before our colonial masters, as they say? The conversation continues. Keep it with me.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Only 100 naira you enter. Anybody can win. If you win, you win.
If you wait till you want buy but you don't get money, microwave, TV, I mean you want paying about bill. Download Yangabit from any online store. With 100 naira, fund your wallet. Choose a plan for your gate pass. Start spinning and winning. The player with the highest number wins the bid. Anything what you want buy, you can bid it and win it. Yangabit, Nigeria's online marketplace.
You can call us on 091 3000 2014 091 3000 2014.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at EaglesFM Abuja, Instagram at EaglesFM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
And the conversation continues. We're talking this morning about foreign interference in our elections as well as Chatham House appearances. This has become a tradition of the country where every candidate goes to Chatham House and it feels like, oh, it's a big thing. It's something that it means they're honest or they're sincere to us and they're going to do this because they said it at Chatham House. It means that they're going to do it. Well, President Buhari was at Chatham House just a few weeks before the election in 2015. Judge for yourself. Things he said. Did it change anything? Did it really change anything? Other candidates have gone there, spoken well at the Chatham House. Would it change anything? Do we do this because we're interested in Nigeria, or we do it because we want to, prove loyalty to those who colonized us? Is that the reason we go to Chatham House? Or do we just do this to fulfill all righteousness? So it feels like, oh, he too went to Chatham House. I mean, think about it. Because I don't think that going to Chatham House or not going to Chatham House would affect the outcome of the elections if we are truly an independent country, a country of its own. We're also talking about, some of the things we're saying with the presidential candidates, the court cases, the petitions written against, the candidates of the People's Democratic Party. One of his former aides coming out to say, look, this is not the man to vote. Because he has a clandestine mode of corruption cover-ups. Also, the NRM also saying Peter Obi should not be allowed to contest the election because he's breaching the constitution with a dual citizenship. What do you make of all of this? I want to hear your thoughts. The numbers to call 090-7353-0044 and 090-87668888. That is 090-87668888. SMS and WhatsApp messages are welcome on 090-9705-4450. Now, what I've heard people say again is, look, the candidate of the Labour Party went there. He was answering questions. He didn't read from a teleprompter and this and this and this. But the man, people read their speeches every day. Does it change anything? Hello, good morning. Okay, lost that one. Try to call back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, EaglesFM. Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name, sir?
Good. My name is Prince Emeka, calling from Japi.
Prince Emeka, I'm glad you're here. Your first time caller.
God bless you. You see, it's just very unfortunate that Nigeria has not learned to become Nigeria. Let me tell you one thing. Why would anybody clamoring to, or rather campaigning to lead Nigeria? The idea is they want to run to Chatham House. Is the people in Chatham House going to vote in Nigeria? Why can't they stay here and do whatever campaign they are doing? You see, I'm not for or against any of the political aspirants, but the fact is, it goes to show they don't have confidence even in themselves. That's why they are running to London to go and address Nigerians. Why are you addressing Nigerians from London? Those in London, they don't even have voter cards. the people who have voter cards here, they're back here and address them. And moreover, we should find a way of readdressing our electoral act, because this idea of anybody will just swing off anything and it becomes a passion and they will all follow suit is very bad. Now, we have social media, we have television stations, we have radio stations. Let the three candidates come at the same time. Let's put questions across to them. We that are in Nigeria, they scream them on live television. Not the two people who go and stand and say one thing, others who go and stand. And let us know who is the greater candidate to lead Nigeria. That is what campaign is all about. That's what election should be about. It's not about you are supporting somebody because it's your religion, or because it's your local government, or because it's your party. No, let us throw all these party, religious, and tribal sentiments apart. Let us look for who is a good candidate to lead Nigeria. Let three of them come, even if it's NTA. Let them go and sit at NTA. Then they open phone lines and ask them live questions. So let us know who is capable to lead us. That's what we should be thinking about in Nigeria. It's not about going to CHATHAM House or going to Rotterdam House or whatever they call it. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much for calling, and God bless you too. Look, it says it's not about going to Chatham House. Truth be told, the people at Chatham House don't even have PVCs. They can't influence the outcome of the elections. If really we're an independent country, because our law says that if you do not reside in this country and that you do not have a PVC, you cannot vote. So why are we so interested in going to Chatham House to address Nigerians from there? Go around, continue your campaign in Nigeria. Speak to Nigerians one-on-one. Speak to them every single day. Address them and let them ask you questions. Hello, good morning.
Iheanacho, I called back.
Yes, under the prince, you promised to.
You see, I don't know why going to Chatham House should be a problem or should make an headline. We shouldn't forget that British are colonial masters.
Britain also colonized the US, you know.
I don't think it's like US break out. I don't think it's the British that gave them independence. Just break out entirely, understand? Because that is what my history book told me.
Britain also colonized the United Canada.
All those ones now break out. It's not like the way they colonize us, understand?
What's the difference?
But let us take it by the way. You know one thing, as long as we continue to borrow from even China, we are not yet independent. You understand? At least with the massive resources God gave us in abundance. This was supposed, we have a good management. Those are managing our economy very well. This country would be coming to Nigeria to borrow. Because what we have, we don't have one third of it. But after God has given us all these natural resources, then the power mongers now hijack the whole thing. They don't even know the value. All they after is their own self, their family, their immediate, their extended family. That's what they're after. How can a normal person, left billions or trillions of money in the bank, while the people within his locality are suffering? How can a normal person go and buy a car of 230 million naira, be riding on the road, when you don't even have industry? You don't even have pure water factory that produce a sachet pure water that employ up to 10 people. And the road to his village is no motorable. Think about that. I mean, if I say, what is wrong with these people? And am I wrong? And that is why we continue to run to this war, because we have not gotten it right. And that's why I'm telling Nigerians, we are already in an election period. Let us stop experimenting our country. Let us take our country back. You understand? Many politicians have failed us, and that's why some people don't even take all these politicians serious any longer. But we will not stop. We continue to try until we get it right. We have another election year to get it right, to try again. By God's grace, this time around we're going to get it right. If by God's grace we'll get someone that knows what it takes to manage our economy and have a team that work with him, at least there will be less in corruption. I don't think we'll be running to all these people to borrow money. Time to come, if care is not taken, we'll borrow money from Niger Republic. If care is not taken. So that is just a problem. And as long as we remain like this, we'll continue to run to them until we're able to fix our country. Once we get it right, I believe you, this will come here to study People will come here for medical tourists. People will come here for so many tourists because we have all these things in abundance here. My brother,
All right.
by no grace, we're going to get it right this 2023.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Let's hope so. Thank you so much for your thoughts, Sunday the Prince. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Eldanoja again.
Eldanoja, you have 1 minute. Make your thoughts.
1 minute. Let me. I'm a history teller. Britain, they have indirect rule on us. The Americans, look at policy of the Americans. They are always together. Anywhere where America follow, Britain must follow. Anywhere where Britain is the politics, America must follow. Hello?
I can hear you.
Every program of Canada must be get from Britain because it has indirect rule. So everybody, all those countries, just Britain rule. You see, that's why we need educated people to read Nigeria, not a politician. Look the way this small boy, I call him small boy, Peter Obi, talk yesterday. Very science and something. All of them started shaking head. All shaking head when they interview this guy. You did not call the governor of the Kaduna State, the governor of Akwa to come and speak for him. Very talented person. I'm not a politician. If you can get that type of person now, what are we worrying in Nigeria? We forget about our policy of religion, travel politics. If we can bring that type of person now, within 5 years, we can try. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much for calling again, Aldo Noja. All right, so let's see a message here. I'm going to read that shortly from Agademano. But in the meantime, let's bring in this caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Abdullahi Mekano. Good to have you.
Thank you, sir. So one thing that people can't understand in Nigeria is that Nigeria is a complex country. So Nigerian democracy has to be very complex also. People have different ideology, different perceptions. So when it comes to politics, you cannot say this is the time that only particular people you contest for the presidential thing. It's a game of change. But I am so happy that this year coming out of the election. Like we have so major candidates who have come out looking for presidency, Atiku, Tinubu, Konkoso, and Obi are the major ones. So it's a game of change. Like people have the right to go and vote for the right choice. People have different opinion now. If we make it just, going or even a single candidate can control. It is no longer a democracy. It is just a kind of appointing people after this one is going to be. So when we just keep talking, many people will come out with different visions, different ideologies. So Nigeria will make a best choice for their leaders. So I'm really happy that this system we are operating now. And then I am so happy it is not constitutional. It's just a choice of some political parties in Nigeria, and even though it is not made as law in that political party, it's just a kind of consensus based on leaders in politics. So we rejected it. We want to go on politics that we can vote the person we have interest for, the person we put our faith on. That's what we call democracy. Okay. And if you go as a journalist, you make a kind of research. It's not up to 10 countries or 8 countries in the whole world that are practicing doing. They are not up to 10 countries. They are not even up to 5. As a journalist, go and make a research. The whole world is doing politics by objections, politics by shows, politics by analysis. That's how people do it. And the Nigerian team will not be relevant. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Abdullahi May Kano. I read messages now. Oganemano says, why the Chatham House? How many prime ministerial candidates in Britain have come to Nigeria to address the world? Are we not old enough to address our own? Are there not places in Nigeria where the presidential candidates can address the world? Why not run into Chatham House? Enough of this. Oganemano, Austin, Adona, Sarawak State. Thank you very much, Oganemano. Now, if the idea is to have the world hear you or see you, the internet exists. Things happen in this country and in real time, those in the US, in the UK, and the rest of the world can see it and see you. Is this a subtle way or indirect way of seeking support of the United Kingdom around the elections? Do they have
Hello,
influence against on the elections? Hello, good morning. Good
Hello?
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who's joining us?
Yeah, good morning. Eagles FM. I'm actually trying to make inquiries.
Okay.
Yes, how your advert rates are, or if there's any information on Twitter you can forward to me. So
Okay. Are you on Twitter?
Huh?
Are you on Twitter?
Hello?
Are you on any social media?
Yes.
Okay. Can you search us out on social media and send a message so that we can take it up from there? I'll send you a number and then you can call.
I can barely hear you. Let me just call you back. I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay. So, if you can hear me, please send a message to 090 9705 4450. You're very important to us. You're talking business. Very, very important. So 090 9705 4450. You can send me a message on that number. Just send us a message on that number now, and we'll take it up from there. Or better yet, get on to social media and just send us a message at EaglesFM Abuja, Facebook, Instagram, any of those. At EaglesFM Abuja, send us a message and we can take it up from there. Okay, that would be good. Now, I'm going to take a few more messages before we get back to, letting you in on where you need to, or where you can get your PVCs. I think I left off at Kwali Area Council, so I'm going to take that later today as we wrap up. Now, hello, Prince. I don't see any issue in the presidential candidates going to Chatham House. It has been culture of in integrating the Nigerians in the UK in the political agenda of the political individuals. History. Okay, you say, however, the visit does not translate to victory to those who visit Chatham House. The winner will only be the one that has been chosen by the majority of Nigerians. All these calculations and strategies will end soon. February 25 is here. Nigeria will decide. God bless Nigeria, Mayowa. Thank you very much, Mayowa. We're closed now. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning again. Please, what's your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth, do you have a pen with you?
Yes.
Okay. Take down this number.
Okay.
090.
Yes.
97.
Yes.
05.
Yes.
44.
Yes.
50.
Okay.
Just send a message and our marketing people will take it over from there.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling, Elizabeth. And well, for those of you who are still looking to get your PVCs, please, again, I'm on my knees. I'm begging you. Look, Eagles FM has taken it upon itself to ensure that people get their cards. Please, I'm begging you. If you need, I can kneel down to beg you. Please, don't relent. If you haven't been able to get those cards, don't relent. Keep going. Go back there every day till you get your card. Please. Okay? Now, for those of you in Kwali Area Council, for Kwali Central Ward, you can get your cards at Kwali Pilot Primary School. There's an additional PVC collection center there at Lambata Primary School. All right? Go to either Kwali Pilot Primary School or Lambata. Now, for those in Yangoji, go to LEA Primary School, Yangoji. For those in Pai, go to LEA Primary School, Pai, and Bako Primary School. Those are the two centers, LEA Primary School Pai and Bako Primary School. Go there and get your cards. Kilankwa, go to LEA Primary School, Kilankwa. And for Dafa people, go to LEA Primary School, Dafa. For Kundu people, go to LEA Primary School, Kundu. For Ashara, go to LEA Primary School, Ashara. For Gumbo, LEA Primary School, Gumbo. Wako, LEA Primary School, Wako, and then for Yebo, LEA Primary School, Yebo. So we would also have our correspondent Tofa Momo, who is currently at a PVC collection center in along Airport Road, and he's going to share with us what is going on there. All right, as we close, Danga sent a message in and he says, This is what happens with excellence and trademark. The Chatham House has made a name for giving publicity for candidates, hence they will always go there. How many other countries do they give publicity to? All right, so we're going to have Tofa Momo join us, share thoughts with us, and let us know what's happening at the Aleta around Airport Road PVC Collection Center. It's for Ama people. Let's know what's happening there. He's going to be joining us shortly and sharing thoughts with us. Keep it locked. Our drive is to ensure that you get your PVCs. It's our major goal for the year 2023. As it is, it's going to be a big win for us if we're able to see you get your cards and participate in the process of choosing the right candidates for Nigeria. Now, we don't care who you vote. For us, it's about getting your card and actually going out on election day to vote. I'm going to say this. Election is not for poor people. Those of you who think you're rich or you're comfortable, election is not for poor people. Because on the day that we elect the wrong people, in the events that we elect the wrong people, your business, yourself, your family would also enjoy whatever it is that we're enjoying, or whatever it is that we suffer from as poor people, as the people who would go out and line up. Because for some Nigerians, it's the poor people who should go and vote so they can stand in the sun for hours while we stay at home and watch movies, play video games, play football and all. Or some of us who are very buoyant will decide to go abroad. Some of you are already buying tickets to travel abroad, to go and stay abroad on election day. But then when things go bad, you blame Nigerians, you blame leaders, you blame everybody, you blame governments, you blame the people who voted, when you could have stood on that line, on those queues to vote and choose the right leader for yourself. You would prefer to go abroad and enjoy where people have voted in the right leaders. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to the future generation. Don't do that to your children. It would be highly unfair that on election day you're sleeping in your house, or that you're abroad chilling when other Nigerians are trying to make this country better. All hands must be on deck. At this time, no one should be sleeping on election day. Everybody should go out and vote. Please, we're begging you. All right. Seems like we're having a difficulty connecting with Tofa. Let's hope that we're able to get him in now. Tofa, we're trying to connect with you. If you can, let us in so that we can quickly understand what's happening in that area. Still trying to reconnect with him.